Here is the matchup. Jaquis Williams, 7-7 in his professional MMA career, 26 years old, out of Omaha, Nebraska, Premier Combat Center. Bradan Erdman, 2-1, 24 years old, and trains out of 6'9", one-on-one MMA and fitness right here in North Platte.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and here we go to
this
Profit
is your
Harmon.
co-main event for tonight. Standing, fighting out of the Lavender's Body Shop, blue corner, weighing in at 203 pounds. Mixed martial artist with a record of 7-7, standing 6 feet 4 inches, out of Omaha, Nebraska, fighting out of Premier Combat Center, Jaquis Williams. Fighting out of the Shaving Sanitation, red corner, weighing in at 203 pounds, a mixed martial artist with the record of 2-1, standing 6 feet 11 inches, from North Platte, Nebraska, fighting out of 6'9", one-on-one, Bradan Deluxe Box Erdman.
All right, the official fighter introductions are out of the way, and we're ready to do this thing. Bradan Erdman in the black and orange trunks. His opponent, Jaquis Williams, in the white with black trim. And we are underway. Round one of this 100, and I don't know the weight class, man.
It's 185 pounds.
185, thank you.
Jaquis doing a good job trying to take the center of the cage here. He's pumping that jab. You see Erdman swinging big early with that left hook. He needs to set that up with a straight right hand, though. Goes for the body kick and miss. Jaquis is going to do a good job of using his straight weapons and his leg kicks to keep Erdman, out of range. Nice leg kick by Erdman.
Just underway here, round number one of this bout. Erdman and Williams. Again, professional fighters, Matt, so you get a little more of that feeling out process, a little more respect for each other maybe. Huh?
Yeah, and a little more patient. The way I talk about amateur fighting versus professional fighting, amateurs typically take what I call the shotgun approach. Everything comes at you at once.
Yeah.
These guys are fighting like snipers right now. They're trying to pick their shots and set up something that, they probably worked in camp quite a bit with their teammates and coaches. Right hand by Erdman.
Big right hook by Bradan.
Jaquis hanging on for dear life.
Williams is down.
Erdman going for the guillotine. Let's see if he can get to a guard or if he can get that thing latched on. Switches to the underhook and is trying to separate and work his dirty boxing there, but Jaquis got clipped.
There he goes again. Bradan Erdman found.
And Erdman is hunting him down right now. Jaquis trying to keep him off him by using that jab.
Bradan has found his distance, and Jaquis Williams just trying, I think, to get his wits back about him after that big right hand that landed clean by Bradan Erdman.
I'd still like to see Erdman stick that right hand out and follow it up with a big left hook. And this place is deafening.
It is. Erdman going down to the leg kick, trying to knock down the defenses of Jaquis Williams. Under 3 minutes to go, round number one of this professional 185-pound fight.
And it looks like Jaquis has got his legs back under him a little bit here. But Erdman is still viciously and aggressively hunting for those right hands and left hooks.
Another nice combination by Bradan Erdman.
He's got to watch, though, because Jock, like I said, does hit hard. And so if Erdman gets too overly aggressive with these flurries and he doesn't have his hands up, he can easily get clipped and be the one on rubber legs.
I noticed the same thing after the flurries. The hands drop down and that head is exposed. As you mentioned, Jaquis, a powerful man, and one shot could end it for you. Like that, right in a straight right, came down, landed on Bradan Erdman. He felt that one too.
with 2 minutes left in the round. Oh, nice right hand by Jaquis Williams. With 2 minutes left in the round, it'll be interesting to see if Bradan tries to use his wrestling, that he's so well known for, to just kind of put an exclamation point on the round and, show dominance and control.
Bradan said on our radio show, The Blitz, earlier this week that he wanted to stand and strike with Jaquis, and that's what he's doing so far. But like you said, at what point do you go back to what comes natural to you? And for Bradan Erdman, that's wrestling.
Jaquis doing a good job of using that jab. I mean, he's using it very often, and he's going to be looking to set up a big elbow or a straight right hand as he feints and fakes that jab more often.
You've really seen the production diminish from Bradan Erdman after that first right hand that Jaquis landed on him. Made him, I think, respect exactly what you and I were talking about, those hands dropping down after a flurry. Under 1 minute to go, round number one. Jaquis Williams in the white and black trim trunks, Bradan Erdman in the black and orange.
Jaquis still pawing with that jab.
Blood from the nose of Bradan Erdman as we go under 30 in this first round. Big shot to the body by Bradan. But again, I think Jaquis, you're right, a little more comfortable now. Found some success with his striking.
He got his legs back under him after being just viciously rocked by Erdman, and he's kind of getting more comfortable finding his range and using that jab to figure out how he can set up and use his weapons to hurt Erdman. But we got a broken nose.
Get him all, get him. All right, there we go. Round number one in the books, man. And that one, who do you give it to, Matt Bentley?
I'd probably give that round to Erdman just because he did the most significant damage. It was a close round, but I would probably edge it out to Erdman. He rocked Jaquis badly in the early stages of the first round. Now Jaquis has come back, and it does look like Erdman's got a broken nose. He's got a mouse underneath his eye. So Jaquis did some damage of his own in that round.
You talk about the broken nose. That comes into play. A lot of factors. The fighter's breathing. They're thinking about it. You got a broken nose. You can't help but think about it. You're seeing it right in between your eyes.
Well, not only that, but like you mentioned the breathing, but also the blood runs down the back of your throat, and it makes it hard to swallow. Yeah. It makes your mouth taste funny. You can taste the metal, and so that can throw a lot of guys off.
All right, here we go. We're ready for round number two. And you saw Bradan come over. I told him I wanted blood splattered on me this fight. I didn't want his, though. That's what I told him. I don't want yours, man. Here we go. Round number two. Bradan Erdman in the black and orange trunks. Jaquis Williams in the white with black trim. And they meet in the middle. Here we go. Listening in on Bradan Erdman's corner in between rounds here, they wanted aggressiveness. They wanted him to stay aggressive, stay true to his striking, and like you said, keep your hands up. They stress that highly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like you said, Jac is a big, strong, powerful guy, and he hits hard. So you can't be in the cage with a guy like that and take those mental breaks where you're dropping your hands.
Right. It only takes one shot to go to sleep. And we found out both these guys have enough power to make that happen.
Straight right hand by Jaquis Williams, a little short. Erdman looking for the shot and comes in with some dirty boxing here. Big knee by Jaquis. Another big knee. Erdman catches it. Let's see if he goes for the takedown here.
You hear the crowd. They want to see some old school Bradan Erdman wrestling. But great takedown defense by Jaquis Williams.
Big right hand by Erdman. Erdman light on his toes, still feeling comfortable with these exchanges. Jaquis still pawing with the jab. Both guys moving, using their footwork in the cage.
Right hook by Bradan Erdman.
But Jaquis answered right back. He threw a three-piece combo to come back. Left hook there by Erdman. He needs to start setting those big punches up.
And And again, the hands of Bradan Erdman spending a lot of time down around the midsection, Matt.
Both guys kind of feeling each other out.
Under 3 minutes to go here, round number 2. Bradan Erdman, Jaquis Williams. And if you missed round 1, a flurry at the end might have given the round to Williams. Bradan Erdman still trying to come back after early success in round 1.
Right now, I would probably edge this round so far. You know, we're only about halfway through the round to Jaquis Williams. I think he's doing a better job of controlling the center of the cage, and I think he's been the busier fighter of the two. And he's stopped every takedown attempt that Bradan has thrown his way.
And Bradan, a quality wrestler. We've seen him go to that takedown lots of times, but you're right, Jaquis Williams having nothing to do with it. Obviously knows that that's always in Bradan's hip pocket, and obviously been preparing for it.
Well, Jaquis gets a lot of good looks with training partners at Premier Combat Center in Omaha. You know, you got some UFC vets over there. You got some real high-level wrestlers out of that gym. So, I mean, I'm sure the game plan for them was they wanted to keep this thing on their feet, and I'm sure they spent a lot of time working reps of Jaquis trying to stop the takedown.
Under 2 minutes to go, round 1. Blood continues to flow from the nose of Bradan Erdman. That started about halfway through round number 1.
Nice left hook.
Very nice left hook that got through by Bradan Erdman.
Threw a little feint in there first, was able to put that left hook on the right side of Jaquis Williams' head. And Erdman's looking for the home run here. He needs to start setting it up with some jabs and some crosses, and then come in with the big punch.
And I think that's what nice left by Bradan Erdman. But I think that's what we saw in round 1 was more flurries, more precision striking. Now Bradan seems to be kind of going for that knockout, like you said, Matt.
Jaquis Williams still using that jab on the outside.
1 minute, under 1 minute to go, round number 2 in this fight between Bradan Erdman in the black and orange trunks and Jaquis Williams in the white with black trim.
Left hook, right hand, both short. Erdman with the jab to the body. Jab by Erdman, falls short again. Nice body shot by Williams. Again to the body.
20 seconds, round number 1. Bradan Erdman, Jaquis Williams. His professional bout scheduled for 3 rounds.
I think this is a round, though, that Bradan probably let slip through his fingers. I don't think he did quite as much as Jaquis production-wise. And he brings it on at the end of the round, but I would like to see that 20, 30 seconds ago.
Right. Trying to steal it at the end, and we'll see. We're going to a 3rd round in this one.
Our co-main event of the evening here tonight, of course, our main event, we've got Matt Murphy and Ryan McDonald. Ryan is competing for the 135-pound MCF Pro Championship in our main event, which will follow directly after this matchup.
How do you see it after 2 rounds, Matt?
I like I said before, I think Erdman did the most damage in round 1. I think he did enough to win that round. Round 2, I think Jaquis just was a little busier, and he was more effective with his game plan. You know, I think Erdman, like I said, was out here looking for home run punches, and I think he's just got to take a little more time, slow things down, and try and set that up. The crowd going nuts here in North Platte for Bradan Erdman as we head into round number 3. This is the final round of this contest.
3rd and final round. You see the respects paid by Bradan Erdman, Jaquis Williams, and here we go.
Jaquis doing a good job disengaging from the takedown and the level change of Bradan Erdman. Back to his jab.
Matt, you get yourself into round number 3 in a fight, a close fight. What are you thinking at this point if you're a fighter in the cage?
Well, I mean, if their coaches, told them what I would have told my guys, I would have said, look, you guys are a round apiece right now, For Jaquis, I'm going to tell him to keep things slow-paced. I'm going to tell him to stay on the outside and be rangy like he has been. For Bradan, I'm going to tell him we need to see more combinations to set up that big punch. And I think Bradan can find a home for either that left hook or that right hand, but he's going to have to start putting some combinations together to set that thing up.
1 minute into round number 3, the final round of this bout. Bradan Erdman in the black and orange trunks, Jaquis Williams in the white with red trim. And as you heard Matt and I talking, fairly even through 2 rounds. So you got to believe both these fighters are looking to finish this thing.
Jaquis still pawing the jab. That was a great left hook to the body, but it was countered with the left hook by Erdman. Back downstairs by Jaquis with this jab. Erdman answers with a kick to the body.
Fight for the most part has stayed in the middle of the ring. We've seen Williams get Erdman up against the cage a couple times, but for the most part, happy to just stand in the middle and trade punches.
Jaquis with a stiff jab, popping the head back at Erdman. 3 minutes left in the round. Big right hand by Erdman.
That got Williams' attention and maybe gave Bradan Erdman a little boost of confidence.
We need to see that burst come here like in the next probably 90 seconds or so, though. We don't want to see Bradan Erdman wait to the last 5-6 seconds of the round to try and steal it back.
Right. Big looping right hook by Williams that barely lands on Erdman.
Nice kick to the body by Jaquis. Single leg attempt by Erdman. Let's see if he can finish this. Jaquis doing a good job of trying to negate the takedown attempt here of Erdman. Let's see if Bradan can get him down. Big right hook by Erdman though, and I think he's got Jaquis Williams hurt here.
He is in trouble, Bradan Erdman, keeping the pressure on.
Jaquis is looking for that Muay Thai clinch to try and...
He is still
and Erdman is pouring it on right now, looking for the finish, and North Platte is on their feet.
Williams just trying to wrap Bradan Erdman up or do anything to stop the flurry. But Bradan Erdman keeping the pressure on. Going to the body now. 1.5 minutes left.
Left hook.
Round number 3.
Jaquis is in the clinch. He feels very comfortable there, and he's trying to stifle the dirty boxing of Bradan Erdman, but Bradan can feel right now, Scott, that this thing is coming to a close.
That's right, Bradan Erdman feeling the confidence, feeling the momentum shift into his side, but you can't let your guard down, and we're seeing Bradan with his hands down low. Williams, a big power striker, Matt.
He exerted a lot of energy during that couple flurries there. I'd like to see Erdman go with one more flurry just to kind of put the exclamation point on this round.
45 seconds left in the final round of this one. As the crowd gets behind the hometown fighter, Bradan Erdman. This one fairly even coming into round 3, so this could be the decisive round in the judges' minds. Williams' mouthpiece falls out.
Well, let's see if Erdman can take advantage of that. He's got 18 seconds left. I'd like to see one more flurry out of Erdman here. And that's the end of the fight.
There we go. What a
very
fight.
Tough matchup.
Great fight by these two fighters. Man, that's a good one. Much respect at the end, man. Those two went at it for 3 rounds, Matt Bentley.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we saw some big punches from both guys. We saw some big knees from Jaquis. We saw a couple takedown attempts by Erdman. I thought Jaquis did a great job of stuffing the takedowns of Erdman, but Erdman did a good job when he couldn't get the takedown finish of boxing his way out of those level changes.
Well, this one's going to the judges' scorecards after 3 rounds. And we'll see what happens here. The crowd paying their respect to these fighters. Matt Bentley and I both had it even going into round number 3. Who did enough to steal this one in the eyes of our judges? As we see Nebraska Athletic Commission representatives over with the judges, so you got to believe there may be something quirky here with the scorecards. So again, we'll wait for this decision. And it looks like Prophet Harmon has the decision in his hands and is making his way into the MCF cage. So here we go. Who will be the victor? The judges will decide.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a unanimous decision by the refs, 2 judging 29-28, 1 ref 30-27. Fighting out of the red corner, Bradan Erdman.
And there you go, victory for Bradan Erdman. Erdman getting the 3-round decision.